Jacobe, how you feeling?
Great, man. I appreciate you asking.
It's been 3 months since your fight, dude. What have you been doing?
Looking for another fight. Waiting for that call.
Now that you've had some time to kind of sleep on it and think about it, how'd you feel about that performance?
I felt good about it. Knowing my situation personally, I overcame a lot, just out, not only in the cage, but outside and preparing for that fight. Fight camp wasn't easy, a lot of bumps in the road, but I think I handled it well.
It feels like your first two fights have been on short notice. Are you looking to get another short notice, or you actually want to camp this time?
I'm at a point in my a stage in my career where whatever comes, no set anything, whatever comes, I'll be ready for it.
Obviously, you're here at the Contender Series. You won a contract on this show. In hindsight, man, how big of a opportunity was that, and how do you think winning on this show and putting your name out on this show has helped you so far in your career?
I think it's helped tremendously. This show promotes very well, and just being a part of it, it helped boost not only my career, but, my likeliness, and it's trending in a great direction.
Hope to see you fight soon.
Thank you.
Your last outing was obviously at the IFW fight card, a massive event of this year. Do you, having experienced that, now try and look at the calendar and think, I'd like to stick on those big cards to get the most eyes on me, or are you just like, give me a schedule and let me follow that, and it's irrelevant where I'm at and what I'm fighting on?
At the moment, I believe, give me a fight as quick as possible. The place doesn't matter, but also I am being smart with money on the back end, and taxes is a motherfucker.
Yes, it is. It's obviously a weird one, right? Because you don't necessarily want to be the new guy blowing up their phone, like, get me a fight. But also sometimes we see these young, talented guys maybe don't get out as often as they would like to because they're kind of waiting for the UFC to get round to them. What is your sort of attitude towards that, and how often do you push, if at all?
I'm reaching out to my management team weekly, to see what they can do to get me out there as quick as possible. I know my fans miss me. I'm ready to get out there and make a little bit more money for my family. So, whatever comes, obviously I'm patient, smart, and I'm being collectively thoughtful about how fast I run my career.
Nice.
Jacobe right here. So I've seen you called wrestling's best hope in the UFC right now. What kind of weight do those expectations come with?
With wrestling being the most dominant form of fighting, expectations are huge, Wrestling helps not only with, control, but, how much damage I'm coming in and out of that fight with, And the more I can save my body, the longer my career can be.
So we're seeing a bit of a new guard rising at welterweight currently. What are your thoughts on some of these guys like Michael Morales, Ian Gary, even the champion JDM? What do you think about some of those guys and how you stack up against them?
I think they're high potential, and I just can't wait until we meet up down the line, It's going to be great. Right now, I think it's too early to be matching us up, being the prospects that we are, and I think we all are showing that, but if it happens, it happens.
So where do you feel you're at right now in the welterweight division? You're coming off 2 finished wins. You're obviously one of the hottest prospects in the weight class, but how long do you feel like you'll have before you get a ranked opponent?
You know how this fight game goes, man. Something happens, somebody hurt, they need a last-minute replacement. So just based off that, it could be anywhere from, 6 months to 2 years. So anywhere in between that gap, I'll be ready.
And last one from me. What's your message to any welterweights ahead of you in the rankings that kind of see the scary undefeated prospect coming up and don't want to fight a guy like you?
Make sure you're ready because it's going to be a fight.
Tonight we're going to have some fighters going out there making their debut, hoping to get the contract. You've been in that situation before. Give us a little insight to what it's like for them back there in the dressing rooms when they're getting warmed up, and what sort of things are going through their head, and what sort of emotions are they possibly feeling right now?
Trying to stay calm, save as much energy as you can outside the cage because, you are pumped. Your life might be changing soon. And just being smart about it, you know, because a lot of people get hyped back there and wasting their energy on warming up or doing all this stuff. Just focus on the task at hand, which is, you know, getting your hands wrapped, getting ready, but trying to keep those emotions where they need to be.
Have you been following with the show, and what do you think about this year's crop of fighters that we've seen so far?
Absolutely, I've been following, man, and there's some good talent that's been coming through the Contender Series, man, and not only with the wrestlers, you know, strikers, you know, nice jiu-jitsu guys. I mean, the Contender Series is doing something right, and I love it.
Thanks.
Thank you.